What if I told you there's a new drug that helps people lose more weight than bariatric surgery? That the company behind it just spent $4 billion in a single week, and that a lung cancer treatment is quietly threatening to dethrone one of the best-selling drugs on the planet? Today is May 27th, 2026, and the biotech world is absolutely on fire. Let's get into it. Here are today's 4 biggest stories. Story 1. Eli Lilly's weight loss. Drug matches bariatric surgery. Let's start with the headline everyone is talking about. Eli Lilly has an experimental drug called retatrutide, and the Phase 3 results from the Triumph-1 trial are jaw-dropping. Patients who took it for 80 weeks, about 18 months, lost an average of 70 pounds. Nearly half of patients on the highest dose lost 30% or more of their body weight, 30%. That is the level of weight loss you typically only see after gastric bypass surgery. Dr. Susan Spratt, a metabolism specialist at Duke University, put it bluntly. The results are reaching levels that you typically see only with gastric bypass surgery. That quote is from a doctor, not a Lilly press release. So what makes this different from Ozempic or Wegovy? Retatrutide is what's called a triple agonist. It hits 3 hormone receptors, GLP-1, GIP, and glucagon. Current blockbusters only hit 1 or 2. That glucagon piece supercharges fat burning in a way we haven't seen before. And the tolerability was remarkable at the lowest dose. Patients were actually less likely to stop the drug due to side effects than people taking a placebo. Lilly's own scientists said they're making history, and I don't think that's an overstatement. Now, it's not FDA approved yet. Lilly is targeting a filing around late 2027 or early 2028, but this drug is on a collision course with the market. Lilly already controls over 60% of the U.S. obesity and diabetes drug space. Retatrutide could make that grip even tighter. Story 2. Lilly's $4 billion shopping spree. When you're printing money on GLP-1 drugs, what do? You buy things. A lot of things. In just the past week, Eli Lilly struck 4 new deals worth up to nearly $4 billion, and 3 of them are a full pivot into vaccines. The acquisitions, Curevo, Limitech Biologics, and a company literally named Vaccine Company. Add in a $202 million pickup of preclinical biotech Engage Bio, plus an AI partnership with Collaborative Drug Discovery, and you've got 5 moves in 7 days. This isn't random. Lilly recently hired Peter Marks, the legendary former head of the FDA's Biologics Division, to lead their infectious disease efforts. These vaccine acquisitions are the first fruits of that hire. The message Lilly is sending to the industry is unmistakable. We are not just an obesity company anymore. They are using GLP-1 profits to build a diversified pharmaceutical empire, and they are moving fast.
Story 3. Apogee Therapeutics. $1.3 billion without selling a single share. This next one is fascinating from a business standpoint. Today, Apogee Therapeutics announced a $1.3 billion collaboration with Blackstone Life Sciences to fund the development of their lead drug, zumilokibart, an antibody targeting a key inflammatory protein called IL-13, designed for people with moderate to severe atopic dermatitis, better known as chronic eczema. Here's the part that's turning heads in biotech finance. This is non-dilutive capital. Apogee didn't give away any equity, any ownership of the company to get this money. Instead, Blackstone gets a slice of future product revenues. It's basically Blackstone betting that this drug is going to succeed big. And based on the data released today, that looks like a smart bet. Apogee's Phase 2. Apex trial met all primary and secondary endpoints with high statistical significance. The mid-dose is heading into Phase 3 later this year, with a possible 2029 launch. And zumilokibart isn't just for eczema. Apogee is also running trials in asthma and a serious esophageal condition called EoE. Combined with $1.3 billion already on the balance sheet, Apogee now has the funds to get through commercialization without ever needing another equity raise. For a clinical stage biotech, that is a genuinely rare and powerful position. Story 4. The lung cancer drug that's coming for Keytruda. Okay, last major story, and this one has the biggest implications for patients. Keytruda, made by Merck, has been the gold standard in lung cancer immunotherapy for years. Billions in revenue, considered untouchable as a standard of care. Enter ivonescimab, a bispecific antibody developed by Chinese biotech Akeso and partnered with Summit Therapeutics for Western markets. Unlike Keytruda, which only blocks PD-1, ivonescimab simultaneously blocks PD-1 and VEGF, a protein tumors use to grow their own blood supply. You're cutting off the tumor from two directions at once. In the phase 3 Harmony 2 trial, ivonescimab delivered a 49% reduction in the risk of disease progression or death compared to Keytruda head-to-head. Progression-free survival was 11.1 months versus 5.8 months for Keytruda, nearly double. And according to reporting today in Pharma, a new phase 3 trial is now running. If it shows an overall survival benefit over a PD-1 and chemo combination, ivonescimab would become the first drug in history to achieve that milestone in first-line non-small cell lung cancer. That is historic. China's NMPA has already approved it. The world is now watching the US data. Lung cancer is the #1 cancer killer globally. This is not just a business story.
4 stories, 4 massive moments for medicine and markets. Lilly's retatrutide is redefining what weight loss drugs can do. Lilly itself is redefining what kind of company it wants to be. Apogee just secured its financial future without selling a single share. And ivonescimab is quietly building a case to become the new standard of care in lung cancer. That's your biotech world in 8 minutes. If you found this useful, subscribe and hit the bell. I drop these breakdowns every week. What was your biggest takeaway today? Drop it in the comments. I'll see you in the next one.